はい、聞こえておりますでしょうか？大丈夫ですか？はい、はい、テストテスト。ツイートします。それじゃ大丈夫みたいなので始めたいと思います。皆さん聞こえておりますでしょうか？はい。皆さん、こんきびです。花持ちきびです。今日は、ごめん。月曜日から、月曜日ぶり、配信しませんでしたが、やっぱりね、皆さんが、アクタンの卒業が決定しましたので、なんか、寂しすぎますけど、やろうかなと思うんで、今日の配信、ミスしてないからが、まあ、普通に1週間ぐらい配信してないのは、アクタンの卒業、が、俺にへこんでて、まあ、配信しなかったが、今日は普通の8曲歌いたいと思うので、僕の曲を歌いたいと思います。やっぱりね、はい、いつかじゃなくて、2週間ぐらい、アクタンが卒業すぐ前で、なんか演目曲歌いたいんですけど、今日はあんまり練習してないので、普通にその配信はちょっとなんというか下がって、今日は僕の曲普通にまあなんというか、先週じゃなくて逆。1週間前でただ好きな曲を歌いたんですけど、やっぱりもっとテーマがあるといいと思ったんで、今日も僕の曲2週間くらい俺の記念日1年記念日があるので、その時にたくさんのことが変わると思うんですが、まあお楽しみにしてます。そんでサムネが変わるし、普通にもっと作りたいから作るんですが、やっぱりまあ見ておこうかなと思う。よろしくお願いします。でも今日はカラオケなんで僕の曲を歌いたいと思いますので、はい。So yeah. Anyway, I didn't stream for the week, my normal Wuthering Waves stream, because as you all know, Aktan from Hololive is graduating. Made me sad. So today I did make my stream, but yeah. And today won't be the sad songs one. I plan to do Emily songs probably the Saturday before Aktan graduates. I'll probably do the more sad songs then. But today I decided to do Vocaloid songs. So yeah. というわけでよろしくお願いします。はじめにやっぱり僕の曲歌いたかったんですけど、カラオケ できるボカロ曲はちょっと少ないかも。っていうかその曲はもう歌えたので、いつかまた歌えるんですけど、今は別な曲を歌いたいから、お初めにこの8曲を選びました。はい。なんで何の曲で始めたいかな。多分うまく歌えないんですけど、それでもめっちゃ好きな歌なんで、今日始めたいと思います。この曲です。めっちゃいい曲です。歌えるかどうかわかんないけど、それでも頑張ります。大丈夫？多分大丈夫か。まあいいか。大丈夫ないなら言ってくださいね。でもお初めに歌えるかどうかわからないの。命に嫌われている。やばい。それはリリックなので、発音できないなら困る。ちょっと水を飲みます。やばい。はい。歌えるかどうかわかんないけど頑張ります。命に嫌われている。ちなみに口からマイクに近づいてて大きくかもしれないけどいきます。死にたいなんて言うなよ、諦めないで生きろよ、そんな歌が正しいなんて馬鹿げてるよな。実際自分は死んでもよくて、周りが死んだら悲しくて、それが嫌だからっていうエゴなんです。他人が生きてもどうでもよくて、誰かを嫌うこともファッションで、それでも平和に生きようなんて素敵なことでしょう。画面の先では誰かが死んで、それを嘆いた誰かが歌って、それに感化されて少年がナイフを持って走った。僕らは命に嫌われている。携帯がしつけて今その誰かを殺したいと簡単に電波で流した。僕らは命に嫌われている。軽々しき死に立てた軽々しく命を見てる。僕らは命に嫌われている。やっぱりむずいなこの曲。お金がないでの今日も一日中悩みは謳歌する。生きる意味なんて見出せず、無駄を自覚して息をする。寂しいなんて言葉でこの傷が表せていいものか。そんな意地ばっかり抱え、今日も一人ベッド眠る。少年だった僕たちはいつか青年に変わっていく。年老いていつか彼らに誰にも知らず口で行く。無事の体を手に入れて一生死なずに生きていく。そんな SF を妄想している。自分が死んでもどうでもよくて、それでも周りに生きてほしくて、矛盾の答えで生きていいなんて怒られてしまうだろう。正しいものは正しく言いなさい。死にたくないなら生きていなさい。悲しくなるならそれでいいならと一人で笑うよ。僕らは命に嫌われている。幸福の意味それは足らず、今ね環境ばかりに組んで簡単に書く僕の声。命に嫌われている。さよならばかりが好きすぎて本当の別れなど知らない。僕らは命に嫌われている。 キーアップするのむずい。幸福も別れも愛情も友情も滑稽な夢の戯れで全部金で買えるしのもの。明日死んでしまうかもしれない。すべて無駄になるかもしれない。朝も夜も春も秋も変わらず誰かが得死ぬ。夢も明日も何もいらない。君が生きていたそれでいいのだ。本当はそういうことが歌いたい。命に嫌われている。結局いつは死んでいく。君だって僕だっていつかは晴れは。それでも僕らは必死に生きて命を必死に抱えて生きて殺して書いて笑って抱えて生きて生きて生きて生きて生きろ。むずいなこの曲。っていうかこれから見てないしめっちゃいい曲だけどな。ただただ俺が歌えないだけなんですけどねはい。Hello. That was the very difficult to sing, and I can't actually sing it. BGM だとこ。はい。命に嫌われているでした。I like the song Hated by Life Itself, but it's so hard to sing. And hello. こんばんは。まだこんにちはかも。でもやっぱりこんばんはか。わかんないけど。I'm doing okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I was pretty public of it on Twitter. I don't know if it's like you guys follow Twitter, but like my Oshi is Aktan from Hololive. So I've been kind of down a little bit because she announced her graduation. But otherwise, I'm doing okay. I was thinking about doing the Aktan themed karaoke today, but I think I'm gonna do it like the Saturday right before she graduates. Oh yeah. Anyway, random things I was thinking about.っていうか次の曲は何歌えるかな。できれば歌える曲がいいな。わかんないけど。チャルもあるし、ロキもあるか。まあいいか。最後にしていきます。とりあえず次の曲、まあ命に嫌われているのはダメだったんでいい曲移動したいんですけど。Maybe, but not for Hololive. Frankly, not for like Niji Sanji JP either. Really, the people that graduate, I feel like are the people that I don't want to say are going in disillusioned, or not disillusioned, but illusioned. I think that the people who go into agencies that they were never prepared to go into is what leads to the large amount of turnover. But Aktan might be the largest industry VTuber, or not large, well, the one that I would compare her to the most is Chitan from Nijisan GJP. To me, it's like, how often, like, do you consider like a normal like cashier at McDonald's to have a high, well, the cashier at McDonald's does have a high turnover rate, but do you think that that means that the industry has a high turnover rate? Yeah, I don't know, but so like, do you think that the restaurant industry has a high turnover? Well, it probably does in general anyway. But I think you might be a little misguided if that's how you're thinking about it. Like, I think the people who complain about Nijisan EN, and I don't really watch Nijisan EN, and I'm not really on a side when it comes to like the Nijisanji controversies, but I think that a lot of people like I think a lot of people overestimate how much damage a company does to the people. So I don't know. Like, to me, an agency is just a company. I don't really consider like, I don't consider them any more or less responsible. So yeah. I guess I'm thinking like big agency. Like, how do I put this? I feel like a lot of people retire from agencies is like, I don't know. The agency wasn't ever big enough from the beginning to hold the talent. Not just like the big talents, but like the talents period. So it's like, what, Idol EN is having like a bunch of people graduate because they shifted management or something. I don't think that maybe because I never expected them to hold on to their talents, it didn't really feel like a graduation to me, because to me they were never really part of a group. I never thought the agency really did enough for me to put them under that umbrella. Like, when I'm thinking agencies, like the smallest one that I'm considering is like Aogiri. And their talents don't really graduate. Like, even like yeah, I mean, I just don't consider Idol to be an agency. Like, they're an agency, but they're like, to me, not like a real agency. They're playing kids, but like, I don't know how it works in yeah, well, I don't know how it works in Europe or whatever, but in America, a lot of the sports teams have like minor league affiliates. So like, if you wanted to be like a baseball player, let's say, and you want to play in the major leagues. So you want to play in the Major League Baseball. First, you have like, you have to prove yourself in the minor leagues. To me, like, a lot of these people, because YouTube, anyone can post. I'm posting, you know? To me, they're no different than me, you know? Or I guess what I'll say is like, there's a difference between, okay, Europe. Let me think of a famous Europe person. There's a difference between Messi retiring and like some random guy on a random team retiring, you know? To me, like, and a part of that is maybe that like I mean, you watch a lot more like VTubers than me. I mean, I appreciate it. You watch me, right? But you're willing to get more invested in smaller VTubers. And for me, to me, Aktan is like a Messi level retiring. Like one of the premier players retiring. To me, it doesn't really mean anything if just like, yeah. I mean, another thing is also like, there's a massive VTuber inflation where there's like a pretty massive VTuber inflation, which means because there's so many people becoming VTubers, there's also more people who are gonna retire or stop. Because like even if the percentage of people may stay the same, there's gonna be more people quitting because there's more people in general. So like, let's say if there was like 50 VTubers 5 years ago and one of them retired, versus like there's like tens of thousands of VTubers now and like 300 of them retire. I feel like you're just gonna see that a lot more. But yeah. But I mean, that's, to me, it's also like kind of, yeah. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. Oop. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble if I bring up Niji-sanji too much. Because I want to stress, like, I'm not pro their strategies, but I also like not, I don't think that everything they're doing is as bad as the public makes it seem. I just think that they are a company and companies do bad things. Yeah, and there's also more agencies, so it really depends on what you consider. Like, again, to me, Idol was never like an agency to me. It was very much so like a circus. Not like in the way their talents are bad, but in the way that they're like, there was never really like intent to be like superstars. Yeah. Okay, can I say something that you might have a different opinion on, but I want to say it, and okay, this could get me in trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway. So, to go into context about one of the things that started the big Niji-sanji drama is there was a VTuber who was like, they had like depression or mental illness or whatever, right? And she like considered drastic measures, I'll say. And because she came back later and said that her drastic measures were caused by stress from the company, people disliked it. And I don't want to like minimize that being bad, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. It doesn't matter how good my company is. like, I'm gonna have the same thoughts. Like, as somebody who also considers drastic measures, to me it has nothing to do with, like, the company I'm in. I mean, maybe that'll change if I, like, find work or whatnot, but, like, I'm gonna have those thoughts regardless. And if I join an agency, part of the contract isn't, like, they're gonna make me not consider those things. Yeah. Well, that's why I was like, I don't know, I don't want to hold Niji Sanji accountable. I want to hold Niji Sanji accountable, but I don't want to hold them any more accountable than, like, Amazon. You know, people buy stuff from Amazon despite the fact they know that Bezos is, like, very heavily abusing people and, like, kind of not skirting, not like breaking labor laws, but like skirting labor laws. Like, if we're gonna continue to order from Amazon, I'm gonna continue to watch Niji Sanji. And I'm cool with you not watching Niji Sanji. And part of the problem is I just don't care for Niji Sanji and all that much. I just think that there's a lot of people who are just not that interesting. But yeah, to me they're just a company. They're just a big company, not different than Amazon or Nike or some other companies that end up in the news for abusing talents, or for not talents, but like workers, and not getting in any trouble for it. Yeah, I mean, maybe in terms of workflow. And also, like, if it affects them, then it'll just mean their content's worse, and that'll consequently suffer. But if it doesn't change what I'm watching, then it's, like, completely irrelevant to me. Yeah. That's why I don't watch Nichian. Like, I may have talked about this before, but the biggest thing I look for when I look for VTubers is... Not biggest thing I look for, but, like... Actually, I'll put it as a different way to put it. One of my, like, prerequisites for me liking a talent is whether or not they speak Japanese. So, like... Actually, I'll ask this. Based on what I just said, can you guess who my favorite Hololive EN members are? And my favorite... And, well, you don't watch Niji Sanji, but if you want, you can try to guess who my favorite Niji Sanji JP members are as well. And I'll be looking for my next song. I kind of screwed up Hated by Life Itself, so I want to get one I can actually sing. I can probably sing this one. It's fine. Alright. I'm not making any progress, though. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's fair. Well... I'll answer the question, then I'll get into the next song. But I'll answer my own question and get into this next song. Fuamoko has decent Japanese. They're the newer Hololive, like, twins. Bei's okay at Japanese. Iris is okay at Japanese, or Iris is good at Japanese, which is why I don't mind her despite not liking her overall content. But her Japanese is good enough to carry it. Ina is decent. I don't think Callie is good at it, so it kind of bothers me. But and then for JP, it's like Petra and Alira that speak Japanese the best, and they like live in Japan, so that and Kotoka and Meloko. It's like the actual Japanese ones are better because it's just like, to me, it's rather than Niji Sanji En, it's like Niji Sanji JP that can speak English, and to me that's just like better. Because I think that I think the reason why is that a lot of the EN, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, maybe. I think we're coming from the same place. I think we're coming from the same place, but we just go at it differently. Hello. I only sung one song, so I get next one. But I will say, I think we think very similarly about chat interaction, but I think that the way that EN's talents scout EN speakers is very like cringe, I guess. Yeah, maybe. If it's the right collabs, then I'm good with it. But like, I don't know. My example is this, like, I feel like a Bibu from Hololive, the more recent one, is just very focused on I feel like Bibu is just very focused on like Zoomer humor or like Gen Alpha humor, like Skibbity Toilet or whatever. And I'm not like, I think that I'm reasonably in tune with memes, like Zoomer memes. But anything like that came out in the not anything that came out in the last 5 years, but like the more juvenile Gen A humor, like Skibbity Toilet, is like stuff that just flies way over my head. Or maybe under my feet, I don't know. But the point is, I don't get it. And I feel like a lot of the EN talents fall into that bucket of like memes. When I just want somebody who uses memes tastefully, it just seems like the EN talents are really a product of the memes. And I think that's probably just a result of like who they grow up watching as their influences. Whereas in JP, a lot of them is going to be each other. So like a lot of current Hololive active members really look up to Marin or whatever. And that's going to create more like, in my opinion, respectful and tasteful interaction. But if EN watchers like watching like memes, then that's great. I mean, I just don't care for that. But anyway, I'm so far behind. Hopefully I can nail this one because today's songs, because I try not to overlap, today's songs are not songs I feel super confident in. So I'm gonna, if I feel okay about a song, I'm gonna hope to sing it good. So on that note, いきます。恋愛裁判。I should drink more water. Oops. Oh, no, no, no. ちょっと魔が差したんだ。そう、僕は君だけが全てさね。情緒酌量ください。僕一人じゃ生きてけない。Oh, Jesus そんな目で見ないでも金輪際僕に入れ替えるよねだから執行猶予で一度だけ見逃して計画的な犯行もこのアリバイ工作も君だけは騙せない小手先の手品なんじゃのののまさに恋愛裁判君は僕にどれくらいの罪を問う最終ベロ涙の後に君から告げられた僕はギルティ I agree. That's why Akutan graduating is 6 years is like a lot. But anyway. Oh, no, 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 最悪の事態だそう君に振られるくらいならねいっそ君の手で僕を暗闇に突き落としてよOh, Jesus 論より証拠だもん僕は取り繕わないよねずっと君の韓国に閉じ込めてもいいから性格的な問題と一度だけの過ちで君はもう戻らない口先の弁護じゃもう許されないAlright, see ya. どこが完全犯罪君も僕も同じだけの悲しみを愛した人愛された人互いを裁き合う定めだから大判決君は僕にどれくらいの罪を問う終身刑で償う覚悟死ぬまで君だけを守る予言愛裁判君が僕に教えてくれた真実偽りの涙の後で密かに微笑んだ悪魔そう君もギルティはい年内裁判でした I don't think I did terrible, so it's okay. I did feel like my pitch can't go super high. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not like great in singing in terms of that normally, but I try to at least get a little closer. A little higher. But that's part of the reason I'm not a good singer. It's just like I can't get my voice to go super high. But yeah. So I guess last on the whole graduation thing for now, because this isn't a graduation karaoke for Octan. This is like I'm planning to do that in 2 weeks, but today is just normal. But we were just talking about graduation, so I'll say like I think another metric for like how big a graduation is like how many people respect that person who's retiring. So like there's a lot of people that are like Aktan Oshi, like me, but like more popular. There's people in Hololive that are Aktan Oshis, and like Hoshikawa Sara, for example. And that's like clearly a bigger fish that's getting caught here in this whole graduation thing. I feel like, you know, just like, frankly, I don't think that many people care about selling termination, except for the fact that it was a controversy. But I don't think like a ton of people were watching her like Oshi style, I guess. A lot of people were watching her casually, I feel. But like, I feel like not a lot of people like really like, no, she was my Oshi, my number one is Selen Tatsuki. The way that I feel like a lot of people do with Octan. Trying to think of other people that have retired like that, other than like, and I want to say like agency VTubers, so not like Kizuna Ai. But honestly, Akutan might be the biggest graduation since Kizuna, well, not since Kizuna Ai, but like other than Kizuna Ai that I can think of. Again, like Niji Sanji Chitan is pretty tenured. There's some big ones, but not really to that level, I feel. Anyway. I was really wondering what to sing next. Let's do one that might be hit or miss. Let's do these back to back. Let's do the TikTok ones back to back. I have two songs that I know are very popular on Japanese TikTok. So I'm gonna start with. I'll start with the one I'm a little more confident in. There we go. Kantan Boogie. This one's kind of fast, but I should be able to sing it okay. So, ikimasu. Junjo nani sore aijo nani sore oishii no ne oishii no te nara mo tame tame kanjo sute sari ise no tepu tobu dake konta bugi ugi happy tokumori tobi shai da mo nan nan ochiteku IQ kuso waro ise no de shinu made odore. You might have heard this one on TikTok. I feel like I've been singing a lot of TikTok songs recently, but anyway. 完全体の山田無関心なんてありえない三千体の桑田の方がいいかなわがままばかりじゃ落ち着けない冷や汗がついた虫悪い当たり前のことも手につけないもうなんていたらいいばかりで世間体の抱き出したい狂ったように抱き出したい思うがまま生きて消えていきたいな順調何それ愛情何それ美味しいのね美味しいのってならもう食べ感情捨て去り一斉のデブ飛ぶだけコントンブギウギハッピーと曇りとピシャイだもうだんだん落ちてく IQ くそ悪い一斉ので死ぬまで踊れalways out of breath after that partワンツーまさきに3しっかりとりもいいんだってもういいんだってもうハッピーおかわり君ときめきせのでさ飛び込めほんのブギウギ混沌ときもりのいいんだってもういいんだってもう最低やつらのライカミステリーせのデブ飛ぶだけ混沌ブギウギハッピーとくもりドンピシャイだなんだんだん落ちてく人生くそ悪いせので死ぬまで踊る全部ほら忘れてしまおう簡単なことじゃないが我々ならできるだろうな Get down Seriously, I ran out of breath after that, damnはい、コントンブギでした。I think okay, this song always makes like the Konton Boogie always makes me run out of breath because there's not a lot of resting time, but it's not like so fast that you can't sing it like Nani yatte mo umaku ikenai. Frankly, Inachi ni kirawareteiru is like kind of similar there. And I have the same problem with Surges, the Orange Star song. That's why I want to sing it, but I can't here. But the next song that I want to sing is Hitomania, another TikTok song. So that's why I'm grouping them together. Because Konton Boogie, I believe, is a TikTok song. I saw a lot of like Q shorts for Konton Boogie. Q and Super Tight. Which I thought was really interesting, but anyway. For Hitomania, it's like a lot of people dancing. So anyway. Let's do this TikTok songs back to back. Ikimasu. I'm actually not practiced on this song at all, so you know, we'll see. Drop it. 興奮してきた人様の固定センター分けのつむじ出すアホの時計見てるとチョキで勝てる気すんな手抜くぞすぐ抜くぞスポーツ腰抜くよ子供の前で着ぐるみを脱ぐなんだ私ビバ良くないただ物足りない小さくなって薄は飛びたいポリエステル仕事は無理か金で殺して愛を買うねスワンね晩年消した環境のためについた手を一間にや罠のポケツ見てると塩をかける傷人の前で血まに何なんだお前ビバ良くないただ物足りない小さくなって器で飛びたいポリエステル仕事は無理か金で殺して愛を買うねすまんね最高なよ本当したくなって乾燥素材蹴りたい生きる悪意も恥も少ないも全部I don't know the back part that well. Wow, I really don't know the back part well. Was not aware of that at all. でも、というわけで、一目にでした。So can I tell you a funny thing about this hitomania? Is that sometimes I have karaokes that give me the furigana, as it's called, where it's like the thank you. But the furigana is like the how do you put it? Like the letters, I guess. So like so you know how like kanji is like kind of hard to read. So the furigana is like basically the hiragana version. But something funny this person did is that there's a lyric that's tsuita dake no. And they put X because Twitter is now X, but the lyrics is still tsuita. And I thought that was so funny. I wonder if I was supposed to say instead of Twitter, X dake no. But let's jump into more. I have like 3 more confident songs and then one that I'm just like straight up not. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm good. Wait, I can do one that I'm like good at, not good at. That would imply I'm good at any karaoke, but I can do one that I feel somewhat confident in. So we're gonna end on 2 Canaria songs and 2 Deco songs. After doing 2 TikTok songs and other ones. So I guess I'll alternate them. I'll do Canaria. No. I'll do Deco Canaria. So that means that I'm gonna start with the one that. Okay, at this point with Deco songs, I feel like if you can't do it, then it's like, or if you don't know the lyrics, then you're just kind of trolling because everyone knows Deco songs. But I believe I even was asked like who my favorite VTuber like producer is, and I feel like I get judged for this just because Deco's too big and it's like casual. But I actually just really like Deco songs. So like I feel like I could have answered like Canaria or something, but I didn't want to lie just to be like less casual, so because I just like Deco songs. But the last few are Deco and Canaria, so I'm gonna be jumping right into Otome Kaibo. And yeah, we're kind of moving right along. I'm doing 8 songs today, kind of my new normal. And then after that, the stream will end. But we're still only about halfway through, so we still got some play left. Probably about 30 minutes, if I had to guess, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. 乙女解剖いきます。乙女解剖で遊ぼうよ。ドキドキしたいじゃんか。誰だって恥をしたい大会がいいんだって知ったあの夜からこんばんは今平気かな特に言いたいこともないんだけどもうあれやこれや浮かぶいいな君がいなくちゃだめなのや仮面同士でいいじゃついたらずんずん恋と表記せず気持ち大体靴は PK 戦そう何もかもに迷子なり涙が下をそやそう半目に抱きでニャンニャンするやまいことも全部君のもとへ添付辛いことほど分け合いたいじゃないこの好きから逃げたいなやっぱパパ乙女解剖で遊ぼうよ本当の名前でほら呼び合って行きたくないそう言えばいいんだった楽になれるかな乙女解剖で遊ぼうよドキドキしたいじゃんか誰だって恥をしたい大会がいいんだって知ったあの夜からこんな早くにごめんね起こしちゃってよね今大丈夫君が別の人のことを好きになるって夢を見たんだ閉店してほしいに愛して朝と夜に回分君にマックスパイス思い込みの時が後悔はないね最近冷たいねやっぱパパ乙女解剖で遊ぼうよ身を隠す感情を抜き合ってもうバカみたいややがたまんないの誤解は解けるかな乙女解剖で遊ぼうよよだれをバケットの上に行って確かめよう期待外れ最高ちょっとだったあの夜から I missed that one. No time for water. Goodbye. 乙女解剖で遊ぼうよ本当の名前でほら呼び合って行きたくないそう言えばいいんだった楽になれるかな乙女解剖で遊ぼうよドキドキしたいじゃんか誰だって恥をしたい大会がいいんだって知ったあの夜かたいにはい乙女解剖でした。I added, so I've moved up closer to my mic because it feels better for singing. And like I've tuned up the karaoke like backing track so that it matches my higher voice or like my louder voice because I'm closer now. And then it occurred to me that like probably just in general, singing normally and then going high for one note is probably not a good idea. But that's just how I read the Otomi Kaibo, just like the Intate Shita. Plus I can't hit high notes, so I might as well try. でもパチパチありがとうね。I feel like I had something about Otome Kaibo or something. Oh, yeah. So Otome Kaibo is kind of like a Menhera song. Sorry, I can't describe Menhera. You're gonna have to look that up on your own. But I considered doing like a Menhera / Yamikai karaoke, but I didn't know if I could put together enough songs, so I just kind of stopped that. But I do expect to do that in the future at some point. Just like Menhera karaoke, just like, I don't know, Kyukurenin, Daishikyu Daishuki, Da 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 Tenshi, that type. That's what I would actually look forward to a lot, so maybe. And then of course, at some point we have my freaking... At some point we have my RNG karaoke. I'd like to make it the week after the Akutan graduation one, because my self-imposed anniversary is the 26th, a Monday. So that's hopefully when I start releasing more stuff, just like random stuff, anime videos, anime reviews. But because I don't have anything in stone, I don't want to like commit to anything, because I don't have anything for you and it's already coming like a week, like 2 weeks away, so 3 weeks away, but still. That's kind of how I'm looking into it. Hello. I did these. Okay, so you mentioned a singer in short lives. Can I mention that to me, I don't know if it really matters to me whether it's like in shorts or like YouTube videos, but I appreciate you commenting, finding my video in shorts. But the reason why is because I started streaming at the beginning of this year-ish. Like, that was my New Year's resolution or whatever. Which is around when they started allowing you to stream in vertical form. So a lot of the people that I was already following started doing, like, vertical karaoke, Tatagata karaoke. And, I thought that was just going to be the new trend. Oh, no, sorry, I have a reverb on here. I can turn it off for when I'm talking. I have a reverb on because it's karaoke, and I just... In the past, I've forgotten to turn it back on between songs. So I just leave it on for the most part, but anyway. I'll turn it back on for the next song. The thing is, I'm not like at all like musically related in any form. I just like to do karaoke. So I appreciate the singer comment, but truthfully, it's just I enjoy singing and I know I'm not very good at it, but for that reason, I don't know how to tinker with reverb. Thank you. But I don't know how to tinker with reverb to make it like complement my voice or anything. I just know like karaoke in general, I'm used to reverb, so I turn it on. I'll probably turn it on before the next song I sing and then not turn it back on. I'll turn it back on for the next song and then not turn it off again. But anyway, but yeah, so I remembered when at the beginning of the year, a lot of the people I was watching just normally were doing their vertical karaoke's, and I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. And I like, it doesn't really matter to me, I like the vertical format anyway. Well, you'll see. But so I did that, and then basically it was a trend that died pretty quickly. It's not like completely dead or anything, and a lot of people still do like talks on shorts, but the whole like vertical singing streams kind of died out within like a month. But because I had already gotten used to that style, I just kept it. I'll probably kind of mix them back and forth every once in a while now. Hopefully I'll get more into a groove. I haven't really changed anything since I started streaming at the beginning of the year. Like, there's a lot of things that I say that I want to implement or like change that I haven't really, like, I'm a lazy person and I tend to procrastinate. So, so I have all these ideas. I'm like, okay, I'm going to change this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'll mix in this, and then I just don't change anything for a really long time until I'm like, oh, well, now that's a good time to do it. And my good time is approaching because I'm about 1 year in from my first video posted on this account. So that's like my anniversary, so to speak. So I don't know if I want to make that my anniversary or like New Year's when I first started streaming, but anyway. Yeah, no, I'm such a bad procrastinator. It's a really bad problem. But yeah, we can definitely be procrastination friends here. Dada dada suru. Because I mean, I remember seeing something where and I don't mean to like take a grifter who wants to teach you about how to grow a YouTube channel or whatever. I don't want to like take that at like 100%, but I remember, I forgot who it was, saying that like I feel like I've been complimented for having, you know, one of the things I'm very appreciative that people watch. Oh, Italy. いいね. Well, thanks for joining. Yeah. For me, like, I remember somebody saying like, well, it's great that you have a chill vibe, but a lot of people have a chill vibe. So what makes you special? For me, it's like, I'm the chill vibe, I guess, is like the reason that I don't do, I procrastinate a lot just because I'm chilling, you know? But I don't know, pros and cons. It means that when there's a deadline, I have to do like 5 times the work, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's a minus. I think that it's I think the point was that it's a minus if it's the only like draw, in which case for me it might be, but like I don't know, who knows, you know. But yeah, for me, I mean, it doesn't hurt for me to stream, and I enjoy it, and I appreciate when people come by, so yeah. Anyway, next song. Oh, to be clear, it's also like, actually, I don't know. For shorts, you can see the title, right? I don't watch short streams that often, so I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I agree. With the chill thing, like, I definitely rather be like chill than like always upset other people for like, or like being too high tension. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if I like could gain a real skill, but yeah, I don't know. That reminds me, your comment just now reminds me of a character from a manga called Witch Hat Atelier. It's a manga that I'm really a fan of recently. There's one character who's the first thing she says when she meets the main character, so she's like an important side character. She's like a member of the group, but like not the main character. But the first thing she says when meeting the main character is, she likes thanking people. So then, when she's thanked by the main character, she's like, "Thank you for thanking me. I like getting thanked." I thought it was very cute. That whole manga is very cute. I highly recommend it, but that's not the point. Anyway, 次の曲. Man, I'm all over the place. But I was saying that you can kind of see the title with I think on shorts. That was this is Japanese karaoke. I tend to sing Japanese songs only. Or like the few times that I've not sung Japanese songs is like English/Korean K-pop. I don't really sing Korean K-pop, so English K-pop, and that's about it. Arigato, thank you. I appreciate it. So, man, I keep getting distracted, but I'm just gonna, I mean, this is what not having like structure leads to. But I try not to like focus on subscribers, because it's like, I feel like if I focused on subscribers, I would have quit like in a week, because you're never gonna be able to gain like 1,000, 2,000 subscribers in a week. So I feel like if I were to focus on subscribers, then I just wouldn't stream. But I will say that I even said, like, I'm approaching the like in about 2 weeks, I'll be like the 1 year of me posting videos. And I'm also nearing 200, so I actually really do appreciate it. Oh, well, I'll say this. I always appreciate every subscriber that I get, whether or not I'm focusing it or not on it or not. But recently I have been focusing it on it more, because I want to see if I can get 200 in a year, which I think could be doable. Sometimes I gain like 4 or 5 subscribers all at once, and then sometimes it's like a week of me like not streaming and then not gaining any subscribers. So again, it's not like a make or break situation for me, but I really do appreciate it. So if you don't stop me, or if I don't stop myself, I'm gonna ramble for a long time. So I'm gonna get to the next song. Today is Vocaloid karaoke, so I said we're gonna go Deco Canaria. So the next one is Canaria, which is, why not Queen? This is not, in fact, the band. This is the song Queen, which accompanies the song King by Canaria for Vocaloid. You'll see. Anyway, ikimasu. Queen! Lie bye baby, my life. それなら僕と踊りませんか Lie bye baby, my life. だってそれは退屈な合図 That's true. 愛で飛び込む無垢な愛夢の章はない果てのランウェイ三つ一つに罪はない捨てたものじゃないだってそうじゃないあんなにもまさにでっかいまさかさまつにあなたにもかける Cry Lie bye baby my life それなら僕と踊りませんか Lie bye baby my life きっとそれは退屈なことパランベリックパランベリックパランベリックだってそれは敗北の合図 It occurred to me I didn't turn my reverb on. I'm gonna finish the song and then turn it back on. See, this is what I mean, like, I don't turn it off. 曖昧嫉妬困難を武器にもう誰にもこのでもないわ霞む視界と愛の言葉で叫ぶそれはバイアスとないね大概そんな運命はすでにもう誰のものでもないわ揺れる視界と愛の心で叫ぶそれは敗北の合図Lie bye baby my life それなら僕と踊りませんか Lie bye baby my life きっとそれは退屈のことパランベリックパランベリーパランベリックだってそれは敗北な合図はあ、クイーンでした。カナリアの。はい。BGM を。はい。Yeah, thank you for saying that. It does make me feel good. I really appreciate it. But yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't say it to put myself down at all. Maybe sometimes I do, but that's not my thing. For me, it's just like, I feel like a small store might quit if they feel like they can't compete with the big people. But if it's like an Etsy store and it's like they really enjoy what they're doing, then yeah, they're not gonna. Then they, you know, have a lot of they have a lot of value. So, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll even go as far to say with those Etsy stores that there can be a lot of value there, but if they don't enjoy, you know, making their product or whatever, or their craft or whatever, then it's really not worth it for them to do it, because even though people might appreciate it, if they're not having fun doing it and they can't compete with the big person, then it's just not worth it at that point. So my plan is to keep streaming for as long as I enjoy it, and as long as it's not a, you know, well, as long as I enjoy it is like the main point. That and like, yeah, that's the main point. Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess what I'm thinking is that not all big companies, but I feel like some of the big companies lose heart once they get big. Right? Like, thank you. But yeah, I feel like a lot of big companies tend to like maybe forget their roots once they go big. And I don't want to make the assumption like I'm a big, like I will make it big at one day, but my hope is to always focus on keeping this as like a fun thing rather than, oh, I gotta make, you know. I guess maybe the better way to say it is, I can't honestly tell you that I haven't thought about, you know, if I could become a big store, but I will also say if I ever do, then I'd want to be a big store that can still be genuine. Like, there are some genuine big stores still, and that's a good thing, even though a lot of them are, yeah, a lot of them lose the passion. There are some that keep that. Oh yeah. If I do, I'll remember. Google なんさん。2点. So, not something that I'm like actively thinking about all the time, but again, I feel like it'd be a very obvious lie if I told you I never thought about being a big VTuber or content creator of any kind. I mean, like, not technically my generation, but I've heard that the new generation, when asked like what they want to do when they grow up, the top answer is YouTube, like a YouTuber, a content creator. And to me, that's like wild. Because I was still kind of in a generation where the top goal was like a sports player or something. Again, I also don't know like worldwide, but like in America, when I was growing up, it was like everyone was like, not everyone, but many people was like a basketball player or some sort of sports player, athlete. And now I feel like I heard something where the top answer is like a content creator, a YouTuber, a streamer. I'm like, wow, things sure have changed a lot. I'm almost out of water, damn. Yeah, this time for real, I'm gonna turn on my reverb and I'm not gonna turn it off. That's what happened to me last time. I mean, I appreciate the kind words regardless, but I noticed it like in the middle, like, oh, I don't have reverb on. You can probably hear my voice pretty raw. Yeah. Did I? Did I just turn it on? I'm actually like. I'm actually losing my mind. Okay, did I turn it back on? I did. Okay. Yeah. I think on the one hand, well, as with most things, it's probably in the middle. I think that, like, I've seen quotes where streamers will be like, yeah, well, streaming, it's harder than your normal 9 to 5, and I feel like that's a little bit too generous. Like, that's a little ridiculous. But I also think that people who say like, oh nah, it's only just waking up and, you know, turning on your stream and then going back to sleep afterward, that's also just like not the case. As with most things, it's probably in the middle. It's probably difficult, but I'm not gonna say it's as hard or miserable as like your normal 9 to 5, especially like a laborer job. So I don't know. I agree. It's in between. And I think a lot of people, I think that like a part of it too could be that like the everyday person can be very jealous of like a successful person. So they'll minimize it to say it's like not hard work at all. And then like what the what the successful person should do is acknowledge that difference and move on. But they feel attacked, like they're not putting in any work, so they try to defend themselves and say it was so hard. When really, like, it might have been somewhat difficult, or like a normal job. But both sides aren't really arguing in good faith, so yeah. When realistically, it's just probably in the middle. Anyway. Yeah, I'm from America, so I'm actually, yeah, I've lived in America my whole life. I do streams like English/JP. I try to do JP as much as possible, and all my karaoke is in Japanese, but I'll never ignore like a chat message. And I don't get that many chat messages in Japanese. So that just ends up being a mostly English stream. Something that I've actually been like trying to think about recently, randomly. But yeah, I'm from America. I try to stream in Japanese as much as possible. Obviously my vibe, I guess, is kind of Japanese focused, but yeah. Ultimately a very English speaking American. And I saw you said you're from Italy. I do think it's really cool. I get to like I don't know how YouTube algorithm works, but I get a lot of viewers from a lot of different places, and I think that's really cool. Again, I'm not sure how it works, but I think it's interesting. Because earlier they went to bed, but a person who was in chat before you, thank you. I try to be. Oh, actually, this is something that I've said before, like a long time, like not a long time ago, but it just comes up naturally. It's not something that I'm hiding or like, you know, trying to advertise or anything. I have a philosophy degree in college, or I graduated with a philosophy degree, so I guess that might contribute in some ways. It hasn't been very helpful in my life, but when it comes to being chill and having clear ideas, I'm not going to pretend that everything I think is like completely logical or anything, but yeah. But anyway, I was explaining like the different people from all over the place. It's really cool. There's a person who's in chat earlier. They went to bed, but I don't try to pronounce their name because I tried one time and it's just like so far off that it's just like I almost felt a little racist. But they're Dutch, and then obviously there's some American watchers. I think there was like I I think there was like I think somebody's like Spanish. I don't know if they're from Spain or anything, but yeah. I don't mean to fall into stereotypes or anything with this, but yeah, I enjoy a lot of Japanese streamers. That's generally how I go to, so. But yeah. When it's just talking, it's good to meet a lot of new people, so. Yes. I feel like there's a few fellow Europeans. If not, there's at least one. I know that. Kind of interesting. I always follow the Asian teams and the Americans because I'm American during the Olympics. But I'm at least looking like, oh wow, there's a lot of like, okay, there's a Dutch team or like a European team that's hitting it. That can be cool. Because the Olympics are on right now. I'm not really an Olympics watcher, I just follow the medal count. Sometimes my dad complains about something, and then I either argue with him about it for a little bit or whatnot. Oh, because you're Italian, I'll bring it up. I appreciate it. I really think that if you watch, I appreciate it, and it's not like a problem if you don't. For example, like thank you. What was I talking about? Olympics or something. Oh, when it comes to, so I talked about like not trying to be more Japanese, but like my hobbies are already Japanese and I like speaking Japanese, so it's like I tried to increase my Japanese interaction. Thank you. But I try to increase my interaction, but every day I upload New York Times word games, so that's probably not like super good for my non-English algorithm. I can speak Japanese to a certain extent. I'm kind of not in the learning stages anymore. I consider myself like just under fluent. Like full professional level. But I also don't use it enough, I think, and that kind of causes me to, you know, have a lot of gaps in my knowledge, and that's kind of why I want to speak more Japanese, but I'm also not going to ever ignore. Right. めっちゃ上手とか言わないけど話せます。照れますね、さすがに。I started learning Japanese in my junior year of high school. And I studied it in school pretty consistently for 5-ish years. 難しいね。普通に話せます。But yeah, I think like, yeah, I took 1 semester off over a 5.5-year period. But then ever since then, I haven't taken professional classes. Also, I'm not a very good student. So I think a lot of the peers that I had have more retention than I do, even though I think my overall consistency and pronunciation is good. So I've been told that like my pronunciation is really good by like the few people that I get to talk to in Japanese. I've been told that my pronunciation is really good, but in my head, I know that there's a lot of things missing in my knowledge. So I'll be talking in Japanese, or the times when I am talking in Japanese, I'll be talking in Japanese, and there's gonna be a word that I know I should have learned, but I just can't recall it. So even though like I know how to speak Japanese and I think I can speak it decently and I would have no problem like living and working in Japan or anything like that. There's just like times when I have to like describe a word through like way too many words, like way too many methods. It's probably like math, but I'm not very good at math. But like with math, I know all the numbers. I feel like there's certain operations I can do decently well. And then there's just some times where I have no idea what formula to use and I'm completely lost. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I know Japanese. I even think that my self-study is decent. But when it came to learning in school, I was such a bad student that it's just... I learned in school, don't get me wrong, but kanji especially, there's words that I should definitely know that don't even register for me. I will say, eventually there was a game I want to play called Kanji de Go. It's a kanji test online in the form of a game. And I wanted to play it, but the few times I've played it by myself, not on stream, I did so bad that I don't want to embarrass myself like it. It's almost like sometimes I'll know I should recognize a kanji and I can't. So it's like I know I can't recognize it, which is different than some people, but that's not meaning I know it. So anyway. I turned my reverb back on, right? I'm actually losing it, I swear to God. Yes, I turned my reverb back on, okay. I really enjoy talking to you guys, but I'm gonna get through my song number 7 and then I'm gonna talk some more. This song is probably one of the more popular ones that I'm gonna be singing today because when it comes to my karaoke, I generally try not to overlap because I'm looking to... Yeah, I'd be down at some point. I haven't been really good with keeping up with my streams over the last month because I had a lot of stuff going on, but yeah. Give it a shot. I'll announce it when I play it. But today I have 2 more songs on my karaoke. But because I try not to overlap, because I'm planning to throw all the songs that I've sung in all these karaokes into like an RNG thing, and then sing them like do an RNG karaoke. But because of that, I've sung most of the Vocaloid songs that I know how to sing already. So on that note, this is probably one of the songs that I'm surprised that I haven't sung to this point. And I'm gonna give it a shot. This is Vampire, still a Deco song, or now a Deco. This is the second Deco song today. Ikimasu. Vampire. あたしヴァンパイアいいの吸っちゃっていいのもむにもむになんて悪い子だね試したいないっぱいで吐きたいまだ絶対いけるよ confidently say my Japanese is better than my karaoke. So my Japanese karaoke, very sketchy, but we'll see how it goes. 最低最高ずっと行き来してる甘くなる不安の果実のも発展しと息をしてもいらないだけうるさいだけ誰かといればそれはたられば強がってだって日本地には逆られない離れていても感じてる目もなかった歌にしたら死ねるかもいいもん悲しいもん切ないもん君のすべてを食らうまで絶叫あたしヴァンパイアいいの吸っちゃっていいのも無理も無理なんて悪い子だね試したいないっぱいで吐きたいなら絶対いけるよあたしヴァンパイア飛んじゃって待ってくださいほら感じ泣いて忘れたら初めまして愛情をくださいなら絶対いけるよあたしヴァンパイアまずはこっちおいで内緒の思い洗いざらい吐き出したならまさにばかり割り切れないけどあまりじゃない外朝まで全部繰り返すやだわがままはただ欲張ってまたチャンスを逃すのだ病叶いたいけど重なって押しつばれちゃうかもいいもん悲しいもん切ないもん君のすべてを食らうまでいいじゃん楽しいじゃん気持ちいいじゃん溺るまでが癖になるで絶叫私ヴァンパイアいいの吸っちゃっていいのもう無理も無理なんて悪い子だね試したいないっぱいで吐きたいまだ絶対いけるよ君もヴァンパイアいいよ吸っちゃっていいよもう無理も無理だって言わせてほしい君が以外では絶対にいけないほら絶賛させてよ求めちゃってまた貸してないよね星が見えるような泡の中で延長くださいまだ絶対いけるよ君もヴァンパイアまずはこっちおいでなななな絶対いけるよやっぱりむずいVampire de esta. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago when the song was like really, really popular, I had a discussion with a friend that I don't talk to all that much anymore. But he really loved this song. I also really like this song, but he really liked this song and we were complaining because my song was like always good by Sengen, which I've sung a bunch on stream before. But he always said that this song was more difficult. And I think they're about the same difficulty, but I don't disagree. The song's very difficult because it's very fast. But yeah. Mizuを飲みます。So we talked a little bit earlier about like, I don't really want to say my goal is to become a big VTuber because I'm not thinking that far ahead yet. To me, it's just I'm doing it because I want to, and that I appreciate everyone for coming to watch me want to. What was I saying? I lost it, and I also missed this message, so. I should have said bye. I was probably singing. What was I? Oh, yeah. So I don't have a goal to like. Obviously, it'd be cool to like be a big VTuber whenever, but like I wouldn't say that's my goal. One thing I did set as my goal is at some point I want to like collaborate with a Japanese person, and it doesn't have to be like a big Japanese person. Like it can be just like another 100 subscriber like VTuber. But my goal was to do that. It could be really good. That's my, that's why I'm like conscious of the fact that I want to like integrate more with Japanese like stuff, but at the same time I post every day in English word games, so like probably not the best for the YouTube algorithm, but anyway. This is the last song. I didn't think that hard about it. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I was worried that I missed the number again, because last week I messed up the number, but this week I think I'm safe. I also have a document of all the songs that I've ever sung during karaoke's. I should update that. Normally I'm not very good at bookkeeping, so this is like very disciplined of me. And then the last song is this one. I wasn't sure if I wanted to sing this one, or I did want to sing it, but I'm not sure if I can sing it by myself because it's kind of a duet, but you can probably sing it by yourself, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Next song, Identity. Another Canaria song. I like Canaria a lot. So, on this note, I'm going to finish this one and then sign off and end the stream after. But we still have a song left. So, やっていきたいと思います。Identity. Jumped in right away. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway. Ah, ちょっと君に伝えたい何かがあったような携帯脈拍の踊るベル逆さまだとして恋とは魅惑のプログラムたださしずめここから行きつはないアイデンティティそれは思考のアイデンティティアイデンティティうなれ君一人のせいまだ捨てないで待ってそれは一つ二つのデスティニーつなげたハッピー落ちる流れ星といびつなあの星ななななななななななななななななななな重なる面影に寄り添うそっと君に寄り添う弾けた視界胸に飛び込むハート光るあなたのアイデンティティいいぞまだミスしてない多分難儀プライド飛び込むデンジャラスさと羽ばたく強気の狂気とそんで裏切りを涙ちょうだいラララララララランブラララと足取りデンジャラ最後隠れた二人にフォーカスやっと見つけた不思議の正体ララララララ教育とは脈拍のプログラムたださしずめここからいくつはアイデンティティそれは希望のアイデンティティアイデンティティうなれ君一人のせいまだ捨てないで待ってそれは一つ二つのデスティニーすぐさまハッピー落ちる流れ星といびつなあの星ななななななななななななななな重なる面影に寄り添うそっと君に寄り添う弾けた視界胸に飛び込むハートを刻むあなたのアイデンティティいいんじゃないでしょうかアイデンティティでしたはい So I guess on that note, I'll talk a little bit that I wanted to say. I talked about how I'm like kind of running out of Vocaloid songs to sing, which is why it's gonna start being thrown in the pool soon. But one that I really wanted to do was Marshall Maximizer. The problem is I just can't sing that song. Like, it's so hard both for my voice and for like my Japanese speaking ability. Like, my enunciation is just so bad that it's impossible. But who knows? Maybe I'll learn how to do it at some point. But yeah. On that note, my voice is actually kind of suffering. I wasn't expecting to sing so much that my voice was suffering, but here we are. I don't mind that. It means that I had a plenty fulfilling stream here. Oh, and I talk about another thing. You know, like when you have like a blister on the inside of your like lip, on the inside of your mouth. I've had that over the last 5 days. Another reason, not a reason why I didn't stream, but another like annoying thing that's kind of come up in the last like 3 or 4 days. That it's just one of the worst. It's like having a paper cut on the inside of your mouth. That came up, and that was another reason that like, not like ruining my day or anything, but definitely like when asked like how have you been, I think one of the first things I've been saying is like I have what I'm calling the equivalent of a paper cut inside my mouth, and it is reasonably painful. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring it up. That's it. But as I mentioned with my voice and my various not aches, but kind of slowing down here, I'm gonna just end the stream while I still have the energy. But upcoming, I've already kind of locked in. Every month I'm gonna be playing Valorant with my friend Gerald Lee. I've locked in that I plan to do some stuff upcoming because we're approaching my 1 year anniversary of posting videos to this channel, which is a lot of fun for me. So again, I don't want to hold myself to any of that. Like, I'm not a good person with deadlines and all that. And I'm kind of a procrastinator, but my hope is I can start unveiling some of that stuff, and yeah. Oh, which reminds me, I made those coasters and I posted it to my TikTok, or my YouTube Shorts and my TikTok. I'm gonna add that you can expect a lot more of that type of stuff. Maybe not like exactly that, but as you're aware, I have a 3D printer and a Cricut machine, which means that I'm all of a sudden gonna become like the most crafty person in your like feed, because whenever somebody gets a 3D printer and or a Cricut machine, it turns into Craft Central. It turns into a Hobby Lobby in your YouTube feed. That's gonna be me. I'm just joking. It's probably not gonna be that much, but I do plan to start recording some of that stuff a little more and showing it off. So do be prepared on that front. But for today's stream, I am reasonably satisfied with it, and I'm glad I got to meet all y'all. It was a fun stream. Good 8 songs, karaoke. A little bit of a pick-me-up because I will not be as joyful in 2 weeks when my karaoke is about the Minato Aqua send-off. So you can expect that one to be a little bit of a different vibe. That is the sad vibe. But regardless, for today, I think I'm going to sign off here. So on that note, thank you for watching, and my next stream is probably going to be Mahjong on Monday, next Monday. Yeah, you too. Have a good weekend. But as usual, my next stream should be Monday, so in 2 days, and then hopefully I should be back on to playing Wuthering Waves on Wednesday, probably. But again, I don't want to commit to anything. That's just my current schedule. Anyway, on that note, I'll be ending the stream. Thanks so much for watching. I'm glad to meet a bunch of new people, and hopefully I can see you guys more in the near future. でもというわけで配信終わりたいと思います。今日はいい8曲を僕の曲を歌いましたが、 結構英語を話したんだけど、アクタンの卒業があるし、今日みたいに賑やかないい空気ではないかもしれないけど、2週間ぐらいにもっとエモい曲カラオケがあるので、それは港アクアさんの俺の推しの卒業に関してはカラオケになりますが、もっとすぐな発表すると普通に月曜日に麻雀しようかなと思うんだけど、その後は確定はしないけど水曜日も名調やりたいと思うので配信したら見てくれたら嬉しいかなと思います。でも今日は終わりたいと思います。見てくれてありがとうございました。はい、じゃあねー。